Looks like I owe you my life. Maybe I could repay you with some work.
If you have dragged me, I have time to listen.
A camp of bandits has been spotted in the area.
And you're hoping I'll kill all the bandits?
By the gods, you read my mind.
The gods are smiling on you. I've already done it.
Thank you, mercenary. Now, your reward.
I always finish what I've started.
When deciding where our loyalties lie, we must consider the end.
Intruder! Stop!
What are you doing here?
I'll investigate.
Raising the alarm!
Face Spartan Fury!
someone there? Nothing? I could have sworn. Not good. There's a body.
What?
You lot! I've got the signal!
What was that?
That's him!
him now!
Looks like an intruder! Just die!
Care, soldier. Anything a mercenary can do for you today?
The eagle-bearing Misthios. I thought you were a legend.
You heard right, Spartan. I am a legend.
I've heard stories about how you work with the Spartans in Megaris and help them to victory. I've also heard you have something to do with the wolf's disappearance.
You can't believe everything you hear.
Sadly, with the wolf gone, fear has spread through our ranks. There's actually a small group of conspirators claiming Nikolaos isn't dead, but a deserter. They're alleging no one's seen his body.
That's crazy. Everyone knows he's dead.
That may be, but these men are convinced. They're deserting their posts and encouraging others to follow. They need to be stopped.
You're asking me to kill all the Spartan deserters?
That's exactly it. Will you do it for me?
I'll help you. You have my word.
Thank the gods.
Leave it to me.
Anything you need help with today?
Cursed bandits stole my papyrus. Do you have any idea how expensive it is, Mistios? I can't afford more. And the guards do nothing about these malakes.
So you want me to give you some drachmi?
Yes, any drachmi you can give helps.
It's all yours.
Do we have a problem?
They say we'll be marching all through the night again. Really? Wandering about, falling into ditches. Marching at night is useless.
This area's off limits, Mistios.
Led by idiots, this campaign. Malaka.
Give up already. Victory! You're back. Have you killed them?
I took care of them. Every last one.
Well done. Sparta is in your debt. Here, as thanks.
Happy to help.
I see you have good taste. Stop by again.
Thank you. The gods will not forget your actions, Mistios.
Thermopylae. They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia. that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned the people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like Elpinor?
He was, part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my sister.
Your sister? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens!
First, we need to go to Andros.
Andros, then!
We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sails? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Commander's leaving the helm! Commander's left the helm! You're released!
Is off limits.
But I need those records.
And I need 3 fewer daughters. But we don't often get what we want.
What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha! He's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Dakeras strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. The living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Retrias. Total ruin!
The dagger. Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows. Unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
The warehouse. The warehouse grounds. There's the warehouse dock.
Keep away if you don't want trouble.
Now to find those records.
Amistios! Destroy the records before they claim them!
Maybe this will help Agapios identify the dagger's leader.
Destroy the evidence!
Ha! Two guns! Yeah! Ha! You!
Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios.
Something's out there. I don't think you belong here. Yeah.
I see something?
Can't fight forever.
What are you doing there? You! Hold it right there! Who gave you permission to dump that?
Records of the trades Envios made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the dagger's leader is in here. I found the records, Agapios.
My master will be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
No, no, no. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Envia. Envia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell him.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin. And the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
Your brother is likely involved in this, Agapios. If he is the Kingfisher, he's working with the dagger.
No, that's not the boy I knew. He protected me, saved me. He's... whoever this Kingfisher is, it can't be my brother.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day, until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me, too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
I will help you, Agapios, but you must be ready for the worst. The evidence doesn't look good for your brother.
Kingfishers are common here. That name is no evidence of my brother's guilt. I know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Galki City has been spreading the Dagger's lies.
We are in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the Dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the Dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the Dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which could clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The Dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he is your brother, if he is the man behind the Dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.